Hello one and all, welcome back to more Let's Discuss RWBY. I am the MaxOfFewTrades, and as always I have with me...
YourOnlyMate! And I timed that way better because I wasn't trying to think of a funny intro.
Exactly, that's what we're working on. You're slowly getting better at your whole speaking abilities.
Yeah. I've noticed that because I remember in like the first couple I was like just awkwardly pausing a lot and just not talking.
Yeah, it's okay. It all comes with practice. Anyway, we've got ourselves a new RWBY episode to come out. That came out, and we got something to talk about. It's Chapter 10, True Colors, and I'm just gonna say, I think it's safe to assume that you're rather happy with this episode.
Yes, I am, because I got to see Blake fight and do something cool!
For once. Blake's not that cool. Just kidding. I'm just trying to directly antagonize you. Anyway, so yeah, we finally, at long last...
Be careful where you tread, Max.
I'll be careful.
Be careful where you tread.
Oh, get out of here with that. Actually, that's a pretty good Dr. Claw.
Oh, okay.
just throwing that out there. Anyway.
That's honestly me trying to do my impression of Kurama from the Naruto vs. Ichigo death battle.
Oh. Oh, yeah, I guess they do sound kind of similar. They both have that gut growl thing.
Yeah, it just spawned from me trying to do that line. Naruto, I sense a presence.
Wow,
I can do that. I can do that one line without it hurting.
Wow, that's actually really good.
It is.
Yeah, good job. Anyway, we're talking about RWBY. Haha.
Anyway, yeah.
Chapter 10, True Colors. What are we going to talk about? All right. Well, we should probably get the opener scene out of the way.
The title is a pun.
Yes, the title is a pun because she's a chameleon. Do you get it? I get it.
I approve.
It was very funny. Anyway.
Yeah.
So, we got Crow and we got Ozpin, or Oscar, or whoever he is anymore, I don't even know. They're talking to each other, and are like, hey, things are really flippin' bad.
Yeah, I kept saying in my reaction, can something please go right for the heroes?
I know. At least,
please.
What good news we can glean from this is they totally are suspicious of Leo right now.
Yeah,
I was like, this is a complete about-face from the last time he spoke to us. I don't think we can trust this.
Yeah, I also want to add, I still don't think he knows about Oscar and being Ozpin.
No, I don't think so either. I'm pretty sure that's still a pretty well-kept secret.
Yeah.
Either way...
Keep that quiet.
We got RWBY all up in here, and she's all like, hey, I have some questions. And Ozpin is like, hey, I've got some answers. So, she has...
Many answers.
Yeah, and then, he does. And then, basically we get the fact that, apparently Ozpin was able to successfully hide that relic from, his domain. Which I was actually surprised by.
Yeah, I'm really grateful for that.
I assumed the bad guys already had it.
Well, I kind of assumed, like, whilst watching Volume 4, I thought that Salem guessing it was going to be the end credit scene.
Yeah, you'd think. Or not. I guess he hit it really, really good.
Yeah, and I still have a question about like that whole scene where she's even talking about that relic. Mm-hmm. Like that jellyfish Grimm thing comes in and she says to it, keep looking, the relic is there. So, yeah, they're definitely still having trouble finding it.
Weird.
Who was she talking to?
I don't know. I'm assuming the jellyfish.
No, but like, who on the other side?
Who do they have on the other side? That I do not know.
At Beacon right now, because it definitely wasn't Hazel or Watts or Tyrion.
We know that
Cinder
much.
Was there with her.
Right, so like, who?
Who is the other person that's working for her? Plot twist! It's Neo!
I hope not.
Probably not.
Because I just do not care about that character.
The only reason I want her back is a rematch with Yang and have Yang kick her ass.
I mean, basically, that's what she would be. And she has Mercury for that.
I know, but still.
A far stronger, like, emotional connection for the punching,
Yeah, I know. But, it's like, not necessary, but would be nice.
It's true. Also, I guess a fan theory got disproved when he said that his cane is not the relic.
Yeah, honestly, when RWBY was about to ask that, and he just says, yeah, my cane isn't a relic, I was on the verge of asking, wait, is his cane a relic?
Yeah, I know, I guess... I get
that happened.
The only reason I briefly even thought about that at all is because he said that he hit it really well, and I was like, well, what if he has it? That's why the cane is so important, but no. It's just very sentimental, apparently. It's probably got some sort of secret about it.
Yeah, he did say it has, like, more.
Yeah, there's more to it than what we know, which is pretty dang sweet.
It's also a gun of some kind.
Well, I mean, probably?
Just like every weapon, except for John's.
Yes, except for John, but that's because his weapon is very old.
Yeah.
And even now,
it's still cool, though.
Yeah, and even now it can turn into a sword.
Yeah. Now we just need the gun.
We already kind of have the gun with Ironwood, though.
I thought we already had the gun in Grim Eclipse. We had those robots with the minigun grenade launcher things.
Oh, yeah, that's true. But I was talking like as like an independent weapon.
Oh, yeah, true.
He just has a really big gun. Anyway.
Oh man, that guy has a really big gun.
It's true. And then we get Leo and Raven. And they talk for a little bit, and Leo's all like, I betrayed everyone who I ever cared about because I'm scared. I'm real scared. I don't think Salem could be beaten, so I've given up, and now I'm just doing what she wants. It's like, I get it, you're the Cowardly Lion, but you know the Cowardly Lion still did brave things.
Maybe he's gonna do a brave thing by, like, the end of this.
Yeah, maybe, but he's gonna end up dead for it, probably.
Probably, yes.
I mean, that's prime redemption equals death territory right there.
Yeah.
Anyway, Raven seems to be all like, hey, you did what you had to do to survive. There's nothing wrong with that. And then Leo, surprisingly managing to pull out a small amount of bravery, says, who are you trying to convince? And Raven's all like, and then she leaves.
Yeah.
It's funny because she's a coward too.
Yeah.
Okay, so those are the incidental scenes. Those were nice little things. Not the main reason we're all here today. Nay.
No, it is not. We're here for Blake.
Well, mainly the Belladonna family in general, because all of them do some pretty awesome stuff.
Oh, yeah, true.
First, we very briefly get Blake's mom, whose gun runs out of gun ammo. I guess. I'm not entirely sure if that's powered by dust or like what, but whatever. The point is, she runs out and she gets just a big old hunk of wood and she's like, I'm about to go to town with this.
And then cut to something else
and
before we can see what happens.
Exactly, even though I really wanted to.
Yeah, and I was actually saying in my reaction, don't yell when you're running at someone to attack them!
Always yell! It intimidates them.
Or alerts them to where you are so they can counterattack like it's happened.
Oh, it's just a bunch of no-name White Fang grunts. I doubt they're anywhere near as, like... Especially knowing what we know about the later in the episode, I feel like it's pretty safe to say they're pretty bad at their job.
Oh, yeah.
Anywho... Then Blake and Elia decide to have a little bit of a conversation, very briefly, before they just start flinging their stuff all over the place.
Just like, why are you here? I don't have a choice. Yeah, you do.
I do?
You know what? I don't have time for it. Yeah. No, she goes, I ain't got no time for this.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Leaving. Yeah.
And then the lights go out, and she uses her chameleon powers, which aren't very good, I've noticed, when it comes to invisibility, which is why she had to turn the lights off. But Blake, Blake has a plan to get away from all of this darkness. Light the house on fire!
Yep.
And then she does.
Fire!
Like, sorry, Dad. Shoo! And then fire everywhere. It was pretty great.
I was honestly expecting her to just use the fire clone, just to stand there and be a torch.
Honestly, that would have been kind of funny too. Odd, but funny. And it's kind of a dramatic moment.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, no, definitely. So definitely, I feel like it's something she definitely could do.
Yeah, and then kick Ilya into it, and then BOOM!
Oh yeah, like an explosion trap. That'd be cool. Oh
that
man,
would.
I wonder if that's going to be in cross-tag battle.
Oh, please.
I mean, there's
so much you could do with Blake.
There's a lot of potential with Blake. But anyway, I digress.
I'm so excited for the day she finally gets announced for that.
Yeah, well, don't worry, she'll be next. Anyway, so then then Blake, pins Elia down to the ground. And the shippers rejoice. And also...
honestly, in my reaction, a little part of me, when they were having that conversation, tears were in Elia's eyes, I was thinking, wait, they're not going to kiss, are they?
No, they were not. She just started...
Honestly, I was thinking, that would be, like, out of nowhere for this scene, so, like...
Yeah, no, that would definitely... No, that would definitely not work.
Yeah, don't want it here.
Look, whatever you're planning on doing with these characters, fine, whatever, but choose a better moment. And they are, apparently. So anyway. So basically they have another brief argument where it's like, yo, Elia, stop being so evil. And she's like, but it's all I know. And she's like, yeah, but what if you knew a different thing? And she's like, what? And she starts crying about it. And then, before any more progress can be made, Kool-Aid Man just friggin' bursts through the door, throwing fox people all over the dang place. Very convenient. That he managed to somehow end up exactly where Blake was, but I'll ignore that. Because it adds... I don't know, it just seemed like Blake ran away from the room they were in. It was actually like pretty far away, all things considered.
Well, I mean, he could have thrown them through a few rooms.
Well, exactly, but still, either way, assuming there was multiple rooms...
I really want to see a deleted scene where Blake's dad is just chucking those brothers through different walls. Like, is Blake in this room? No. Grabs him, throws him into another one.
I like
in this room?
I like that idea.
No. I gotta keep looking.
That would be pretty
just
fun.
Keeps doing it.
So then Blake's dad, goes to town like a crazy man who's like mostly cat.
And then he gets stabbed.
And everyone's all like, no! And then he keeps fighting as if it didn't even happen. And we're all like, whoa!
See, we've talked about how adorable Blake is. Like, her dad must be where she gets that from.
I can only assume, considering what we see him do afterwards.
I know.
So, they fight. He gets stabbed.
Oh,
nothing really happens. Ilya manages to, get out from the grasp. And then Sun is all like, I gotta do a thing. So he starts doing a thing, and we see the triumphant return of the gunchucks.
Yay!
Which is something, apparently, I didn't even realize, something we haven't seen since Season 1.
I know, right?
He's only ever used his yellow clones, or as the bow staff, but he never used his gunchucks.
No.
But now the gunchucks are back. In all of their insanely impractical glory.
That's honestly one of the reasons why I'm so excited for that DBX, because he's gonna be using them!
I know, right? And then we see, apparently, actually...
Oh, and someone in that fight is gonna die.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, also, I guess Sun is pretty damn strong, actually? Because the pillar he pins Ilya up against isn't broken when they first, do that.
Yeah, and then it's cracked and...
Right, so I mean, this proves Ilya is really strong too. But this is basically showing that I guess maybe either of them could easily just take out a support beam. Which granted, yeah, it's made out of wood, but it's still more than most people should be able to do.
Yeah.
I guess all those crunches helped or something. Anyway, so, Sun's trying to, murderize this evil chameleon gal. And then Blake's all like, nah, don't do that.
Yeah.
So then Sun stops.
No more killing people.
No more of the murder. And then the whole balcony decides to fall down. And Blake's dad's like, I ain't got this. It's like, hang on, guys. I got this. Friggin' holds it up. Visibly struggling, but still enough to prevent a murder.
And then Sun uses clones to help him out.
Which is actually really cool.
Yeah. And that's when one of those brothers grabs his dagger, charges at Blake's dad, Ilya moves, and then Blake does something just so cool.
She just grabs her dad with her freaking weapon and just goes yoink!
Yanks him out of there.
Just in time for that one fox dude to have ended up down there.
Crushed. Boom.
Dead. So,
actually, wait, he grabbed both daggers.
I know. But the point is, one of the villains died. A smaller, inconsequential villain, but a villain nonetheless.
Yay.
So I'm down with that. Basically, I feel...
I also feel, is dead aside from Torchwick.
Yeah. I also feel like this is a much bigger deal than it seems, because, this is more than just a failed assassination attempt. Because those brothers were very clearly planning to, usurp Adam and stuff. But
yeah,
with one of them...
They're always saying, you know what? He'll do for now.
Exactly, but with one of them dead and the other arrested, that doesn't seem very likely. Which means we don't have anybody supporting Adam in any regard, so he's just going to go slowly and slowly off his rocker until terrible things go down.
And then dead.
Oh, yeah, no, absolutely.
I will celebrate.
And, pretty much all other faunists are like, oh, yeah, what do you know? I guess they aren't just small pockets of, fanaticals. It's they're really just full-on crazy pants. So now none of the other faunists believe in their cause. The only people who could keep the whole thing afloat are dead. And now it's just being run by a crazy person. So I feel like the White Fang's probably doomed, which is good.
Yay.
At least as we know them.
Oh, yeah. I mean, Blake still has the flag of what the White Fang used to be, and she says we're going to take it back.
Yes. And then, much like a normal cat would, Blake's mom shows up, bringing them a dead thing, so she can be praised.
Dead.
No, he's not dead, but that's something cats do.
Yeah.
He's like, look what I caught! I caught it for you! That's what cats do.
Blake's dad beat Batman with a tray.
Blake's mom did, which is more impressive.
Oh, sorry, Blake's mom. Did I say Blake's dad?
You did.
God damn it.
I know,
sorry,
right?
Blake's mother beat Batman with a tray.
Which is really weird. I really wanted to see that fight, because from everything we've saw, like, that Bat dude was, like, kind of being built up as something. But then he just gets taken out by somebody that everyone figured wouldn't be able to fight back. Turns out, nope. It basically just proved my theory correct. Basically, if you end up married to, like, the chief of, like, an organization that used to run the White Fang and everything, you
gotta at least learn to defend yourself.
You pick up some fighting abilities, at minimum.
Yeah.
So that was pretty great. Oh, and then the other brothers are like, you killed my brother, and now I'm cranky! And he tries
I'm gonna kill you!
And then he gets tased, and then Ilya's like, I don't know what I feel anymore.
Well, I mean, considering she basically just turned her back on the only world that she knew.
Well, I know, but the fact is, it's like, she keeps flip-flopping. It's like, even when she, like, electrocutes that one dude, she's like, was that the right thing? I don't know. Like, she legitimately...
Wouldn't you?
Well, yeah, I mean, I know I get it from her perspective, of course, sure. But still, it's pretty crazy. Anyway,
crazy indeed.
Yeah, all of the dudes continue to, get arrested and what have you, and Blake's all like, hold up, guys, I gotta start telling people some stuff. Basically,
yep, and then she does an awesome speech, like, hey, we did this to ourselves.
You really did. And now
if we let Adam speak for us, then horrible stuff like this is going to keep happening, and it's going to backfire. I don't remember the exact speech off by heart.
That's okay, but yeah, no, I get you. The point is, she's able to convince the other Faunus that they can't just sit around and do absolutely nothing. And I want to say roughly all of them, are like, yeah, okay, fine. I mean, it's either sit around and wait for death, or at least try to prevent it.
I can either wait around and die later on, or I can take some fools out with me.
Exactly. I mean, like, I feel like that's just the best way to go about it. Like, why compromise your morals? It's like, it's the exact same thing with Raven that I don't understand. It's like, okay, you don't think you can beat her, fine, but, like, you can still fight. What does being a coward and running away, waiting to just be picked off at some arbitrary point in time gonna be? How's that any better? Either way, you end up dead. At least one way, you die like a badass.
Yeah.
Either way, the Faunus have been convinced, and then we get, like, the second joke of the episode.
Well, and Ilya says, hey, I want to join you too.
And everyone's all like,
Blake,
but you an evil person. And Blake's all like, whoa, hold up. This crazy psychopants is gonna be a crazy psychopants for us now.
Yeah,
and all is forgiven.
And Blake's dad even says, you know what? My daughter learned a lesson that took me many years to, that there's strength in forgiveness.
Yep, let's hope that doesn't backfire.
I hope so.
Yeah, and then Sun is all like, you stabbed me.
No, I loved that scene, and then just pinch. Ow. Okay, let's call it even.
Yeah, I like that. Sun is ridiculously, like, optimistic. It's like, honestly, it's kind of... Like, I used to never really care about Sun all that much, but he's, like...
Yeah.
One of the few pillars of, like, optimism and, like, joy that's still left.
Honestly, I feel the exact same way. Like, for a long time, I was like, okay, Sun's just kind of there.
Yeah, no. For the longest time, he just seemed like, yeah, I mean, he's a love interest, basically. He's not a bad character by any stretch of the imagination, but he's also just not really much of anything. But the last couple volumes have really helped him out.
Yeah.
Basically, he's making a noteworthy contribution to the show. Like, he's basically the reason why Blake is going to go back and, like, start fighting again.
Yeah, which I'm happy about. Although, that being said, I would still like to see more interactions with Sun and the rest of his team.
Yeah, apparently they're over there too. Hopefully we can see more of them at some point.
Yeah, hopefully they'll show up in the fight against the White Fang.
I mean, it doesn't have to be a giant one. Just, you know, prove they still exist, other than Neptune.
Have him hang out with Scarlet. I want to see characters voiced by Michael and Gavin doing things.
Exactly.
Go Team Nice Dynamite on their asses.
Exactly. So...
You don't even know what that means.
Absolutely not. Oh,
and then they fill you in on that at some point.
Right. And then, basically, you know, Blake's mom's all like, well, this is all well and good and what have you, but how are we supposed to get, like, an entire, like, freaking country over to this fight? And she's all like, oh, don't worry. I know a guy with a boat.
He owes me a favor.
He does, because we saved him from the murder.
Yeah.
So, apparently they'll be traveling by boat, and I think we get, like, actual official confirmation that all of these Blake events take place...
happening
before.
In the past.
Yeah, they're, like, in the past by, like, at least a week or two.
Yeah.
Which means the fight that's going to happen at the end of the season isn't going to happen, and then, like, a week later they're not going to show up and go, ah, dang, we missed it.
That would suck if that happened.
I imagine what's going to happen is they'll show up at just the right moment to turn the tides.
No, everyone's going to be fighting the White Fang. Adam's going to be watching and seeing all this stuff happen. And then when it looks really bleak, you're going to hear someone yell, "Hey!" Everyone turns to see Blake. And she yells to Adam, "I'm here to stop you from doing all this evil stuff." And he's like, "Oh yeah? You're in what army?" She raised her sword. "This one!" And you see so many foreigners with, like, swords and guns, armor, like, ready to fight. And she yells, "Charge!"
With
it's just a massive battle.
It would be pretty awesome, yes. But listen, I don't know even. They should just hire you for script writing, because that's some beautiful dialogue. Hey, I'm gonna stop you from doing all those evil things.
I mean, if they offered me a job, I would probably end up taking it.
Well, yeah, obviously, but the point is that was a very silly line.
Yeah, I wasn't really thinking.
No, I know, it's fine. You're just hypothesizing. No judgments.
Yeah. I mean, I can think of, like, scripting action, but not, like, dialogue.
Yeah, I can understand how that works.
Yeah.
In any ding-dong way, that's basically Chapter 11. Or 10. Volume...
10.
Yeah, 10. Volume 5, Chapter 10. Haha.
Let's not get the chapter wrong again, otherwise the comments will be angry.
Yeah, they're very judgmental.
YouTube comments, everybody!
Yeah. Alrighty then. So, anything else you wanted to talk about?
Well, I guess this is the point in the discussion where I talk about the preview for the next chapter!
Yeah! Is it something interesting? Or something? Oh wait, no, they didn't show it?
They did have to say some bad news. Because we've got the holiday season coming up.
Delay!
Yeah, there was no preview. Because we're not getting a RWBY episode this week.
My god.
Well, it's because everyone received... Understandably, they want to spend the holiday with their family.
Those
and
selfish
relax.
monsters. Do they not know that they are mindless automatons designed to only please us? How dare they?
You work for nerds. You never stop.
Exactly. How dare they? Insane.
Well, anyway, I'm still okay with it.
I mean, yeah, no, I am too. I'm exaggerating for comedic effect.
Yeah, I know. Anyway.
All right. Well, so then basically we have nothing left to talk about.
I do have some info about Chapter 11.
Okay. Well, what?
Just this one saying. Something big is gonna happen.
Oh, fancy. Maybe a gigantic battle that's been pretty much been leading up to for the past 2 volumes.
I mean, maybe. I was actually watching RWBY Rewind on YouTube, and near the end of it, I decided to, okay, let's see what the live chat is saying, just for giggles.
That's never a good idea.
And yeah, I don't know. Sometimes I find enjoyment out of like stupidity.
You are British.
Yeah. Anyway, the stuff I saw people say, like, oh, this character is gonna die. This character is gonna come back from the dead. These two are gonna fight. This thing is gonna happen. This ship is gonna get confirmed. This person's gonna kill this person. Like, stuff like that.
Okay, it was just mindlessly throwing names around.
Yeah. I mean, who knows what the big thing is gonna be? It could be the big fight battle starting.
I'm assuming it's a fight.
Yeah, maybe.
Either way, it's gonna be fun. We just have to, you know, wait till after Christmas to know.
Insert Jeopardy music here.
Yeah, you know, for the longest time, I had no idea that was just the, that's just I'm a Little Teapot. The Jeopardy music. It's the same song. I just never noticed.
Huh.
Yeah, I know, right?
I kind of hear it now that you say it.
Exactly. No, like, listen to it again, and you'll be like, oh my god, it is.
Oh, there you go.
Yep, so there you go. Don't say I never didn't teach nobody nothing.
There's something I want to talk about. Like, at the beginning, at the beginning of this episode, they were talking about the relics and all that stuff. Are we ever actually going to see one? Because I really want to see what one of the relics looks like.
Yeah, is it an object? Is it an orb? Is it like
Is it an orb of light that, when you stand in front of it and hold your arm out, you'll absorb it like Dante does in the Devil May Cry games?
Like, is it like is the spring relic like a green glowy orb that you can absorb it to you or something? You know, and the summer one is like yellow, and the fall one's orange, and the winter one's all white. It'd be crazy.
It would.
But are they, like, completely inconspicuous objects? We don't know.
Plot twist, they just become Devil May Cry weapons because screw it.
Plot twist, Ruby dies. You still there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Okay, I was like, oh, okay, either this is a very, very awkward long pause, or his microphone cut off. I don't know. Are you telling me that wouldn't surprise you?
I mean, it would.
Okay, there you go.
I don't see it happening.
No, definitely not. That's why I said that.
Yeah.
The only characters I feel 100% are, like, completely, like, exempt from possible death is Team RWBY themselves. Anyone else, I feel has the potential of dying.
Well, I think the rest of Team Juniper are kind of screwed.
Really?
Yeah, haven't you heard the theory?
Yeah, I heard the theory that they're all going to die, but that just sounds
needlessly
cruel.
It's because of what they're based on.
Well, yeah, but...
Like, Pura was based off Achilles.
Yeah, I know, and Thor, and Mulan, and Joan of Arc. Yeah, I get it. Okay, so then by that very logic, are you trying to tell me that the show is actually going to, at some point, have Jean killed off by burning to death?
I mean, if he fights Cinder to try and avenge Pura, I can see that.
I mean, I guess, but that'd just be wrong.
It would, but I don't see them doing it, at least not now.
Like, I understand that nobody thought, like, oh, yeah, no, Pura will be fine. I get that was a shock. But having already done that, like, I think, like, they're well aware of the fact that everyone thinks that they're going to, like, you know, like, kill more characters off. I mean, it's like, oh, they did it once, they're gonna do it a bunch of times. Oh, no. But, like, at the same time, I feel like they're using the fact that, yeah, somebody very important to the story died, so now everyone thinks that, like, any fight could potentially end in something horrible.
Yeah, I suppose.
Makes sense. Look, I'm just gonna be honest, I don't want Juniper to die.
No, I don't either.
I don't know why.
Okay?
I don't know why you hate them so much.
I don't.
Well, then why do you want them to die horribly?
I'm not saying I do.
You implied it. Monster. So I guess that's where we're ending it?
I guess, if you want.
Alright, that was weird and awkward, but we did it, and I guess it's going to be a little while before we do the next one, but it'll be fun.
And I will end it on one little phrase. Blake has an army.
Yes. Yes, she does.
And her parents and her bitches.
That's true. She does have all of those things, and none of them died. So that's pretty great.
Yeah.
Yeah, alright, well, see you guys all whenever the next episode finally airs. Bye!
Bye.